looking at here is something that most analysts, this picture here is the Silver Sands project. You don't see these very often, and it's an above ground mineralization that it's high grade. It extends for 1.6 kilometers. It's 350 meters deep and 100 meters wide. So as a silver player in the space is very small. To come across this, excuse me, after 10 years of waiting and Ray looking for something like this, we're very excited about it. I come from a background of helping Mag Silver start in 2004, taking it, as Brian said, from the same thing as Silver Corp, taking it from 50 cents to $18. But it's really about finding, and Jeff said it too, it's not only about the projects, it's really about the people. You can find a fantastic project, but if the people don't have the background and the experience to put it into production or to take it forward, they can languish. I'll be making some forward-looking statements. Brian already talked about Ray. Ray is a force of nature, put together Silver Corp. He did it 11 years ago. And as Brian said, we found Mag Silver at the same time. And Mag is a great company, but it's still not in production. Ray put Silver Corp in production within 4 years. In the 4th years of its existence, had generated $25 million in profits for a company that was direct shipping ore to the smelter. Jack Austin's been on the board and chairman he's an ex-senator for 11 years. John McCluskey saw the opportunity and jumped on board. Greg Hawk is the chairman of Yellowhead Mining. David Kong is our basically accounting audit person. Martin Waffhorn is a senior vice president at Pan American. They went on the property once for a day and wrote a $22 million check. So it told us something from a silver space. They're in Bolivia, and I'll explain why we did that later. Again, I come from a background of corporate finance. I worked for the Prime Minister of Canada for 8 years. That helps in some degree for our government relations. And our biggest risk is the government because it is in Bolivia, but this asset is so exciting for us that we had to take it on. And the rest of the group are from the Silver Corp team, so they have a vast experience in silver. In March, I can look it over here, sorry. In March of last year, we went in and Ray saw the project, got very excited. We went and raised $36 million. We paid $40 million for the projects. We got seven projects out of it, or 7 properties out of it. We decided we were going to do a 30,000 meter drill program. We announced a private placement in November with Pan American. Again, they were only on the project for a day, but saw the benefits of it. And we have drill results in the boxes right now, and they're being assayed. The use of funds that we raised, we had raised $46 million. We're doing a $12 million drill program. We raised that from 30,000 meters to 50,000 meters after Pan American came in. With a G&A of 3.7, that gives us funds left for at the end of this year of about $30 million. Silver Corp saw the benefit of this and took initially a 31% stake, and then Pan American came in and reduced that to 27. They now have a 16% stake, fully diluted, and Ray Fung himself wrote a check for $4.5 million because he wants to make money. The project is in Bolivia. It's 3 kilometers, 3 square kilometers. It's in size. We're looking for more land around that. We want it to be bigger because we think the system is a lot bigger. It's 25 kilometers from Potosí, where Cerro Rico is. So it's 25 kilometers from Potosí. Potosí has a Cerro Rico. Cerro Rico is the longest producing mine in South America. It actually financed Spain's growth between 1550 and 1750. There was 1 billion ounces of silver taken out of Cerro Rico, and we are not that far from it, and all the infrastructure that comes with that. This is a slide that got, I'm missing a slide, but this is the slide that got geologists excited. You can see that the main zone there is zone 1 with those with the red structures in it. And if you look at these numbers, the channel samples are in white, and they correspond to the black numbers, and the red numbers are the drill holes. And it looks, if you look at the numbers, it shows consistency. 100 meters in width on average, with grades that run between, say, 150 grams per ton and 300 grams per ton. And that's important because this is at surface, and what we do is we look for economic mines. So we put economic mines in production, and that's what we do. These are the confirmation drill holes that we drilled. These are just pictures showing that we did that. This is the original drill holes that the company that we bought the projects from show, and you can see consistency. 108 meters of 86. These are our confirmation holes. 187 meters of 162, 102 of 197, 133 of 226. Again, consistency of width and grade at surface. Here's section 66. Again, you can see the numbers: 102 meters of 197, 130 meters of 226, and at depth it goes to 30. We've drilled to 350 meters, and we're still getting mineralization. These grades and these widths are bulk mineable and we believe will be economic. This is drill hole 66. You can see the dark part of that core box is called Liesegang banding. And what we're finding is that this Liesegang banding is a signature when we pull this core out of the ground where it's high grade. If you can see the grades there, they're 800, 700, 300, 500 grams per ton. These kinds of grades can build mines. And we started a drill program in October of this past year. Again, as I said, it started as 30,000. We're now up to 50,000 because of our cash position. We've got 4 drills turning most of the time. Right now, we only have 2 turning because I'm reducing costs while we get the results in from the 18 holes we already have. We're drilling on zone 2, and I expect results to be out for those 18 holes mid-February, early March. The new Bolivia, the government of Bolivia is our biggest risk. We don't look at the project as risky because we can see it, and we've done this before. However, the government can be risky in this place, but they have been in power for 11 years. They are cooperating with us 100%. We have Carolina Ordonez, who's in that photo there, who is a Bolivian that works with us. She works on the government side of things. She's well versed in government. Her family has government people in it. Had ministers in the family, and so that's the Minister of Mining there. That minister is coming to Vancouver. We've invited him for March the 8th after PDAC. They're going to PDAC as well, but we're bringing him to Vancouver, and we believe, and this is just my belief, that they have an announcement that will help exploration companies move into Bolivia. So they're trying to show that they're ready for foreign investment. And that's my time. I thank you.